Yo, what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, people, man, and bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls, and as always, otakus and Nikki Komoris out there. This is Nintendo Sony Free 2011. Man, Wolverine, of course, you guys are wrestling interests and interests towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all that other good stuff. And today, I will tell you guys, this is literally almost like the fourth video I do. I haven't done 4 videos in like 2.5 years, so it's been a little while. So, it doesn't sound like my voice is very worn out. Trust me, and you gotta believe me, it fucking is. Holy hell. It is not fucking cooperating with me half the time. But anyways, that's really bad because it's part of my fucking body. Anyways, heard about this news the other day. The other one's about 4 days old. It might be 5 days old by the time you guys see this. But yeah, as far as everything else goes, if I don't have anything up for Saturday, it's because I'm gonna be out there playing Community Day thing, the Pokemon Go thing, or whatever. And it's going to be Chimchar. So it's funny because Chimchar I know is my least favorite out of the 3 for Gen 4 for the original Diamond Pearl Platinum games. If any of you guys have never played those, I highly suggest that you do. And it's not because I'm getting paid or getting chilled out by fucking Game Freak or Pokemon Company or any of that, because it'd be a way different situation if it was. Anyways, yeah, there is that. I will say this. If they ever do Diamond Pearl remakes, I'm hoping and praying God that Arceus got or any of the got they end up being very, very good. If not even better than what we got with Sword and Shield. If they don't make a second part of Sword and Shield, like a sequel like I did with Sun and Moon, Ultra Moon, and all the other stuff. I think X and Y is the only one they didn't do that with. Someone could argue, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was the one that was like the sequel to X and Y. I don't know. That's probably going to be a very long time from now after Diamond Pearl remakes come out. I know, like, with Black and White remakes and X and Y remakes, those are going to be way more further ahead. It is what it is, though. My own personal opinion, like, I'm not trying to get all doomy and gloomy, but if the world does come to an end and, like, some Armageddon apocalypse shit sort of happens, we're never going to fucking see those again, ever. But anyways, man, fucking Google, man. I mean, it's already bad enough that I do a lot of fucked up things behind closed doors, which I don't really know about, but I like to speculate a lot that they do. That the public's never going to fucking see. I can't really get too deep into that because you get a weird tinfoil hat for that shit, and they're reaching too deep. I really don't fucking care. I know they're maybe in the far future they're probably going to build some sort of utopia by the time it's, I don't know, 2040, 2050. I'm going to be almost a fucking old man by that point. I kind of am an old man already, but maybe like mentally though. But so it says from here, Tech Radar, and I'm gonna be reading the other one. I forgot what that one's from. It says Google Stadia won't have these features at launch. This comes from Henry St. Ledger. Hope I'm saying that right. Ledger. Google Stadia is imminent, but is it really? And links to both of these articles in the description box below if you want to read them yourself. Google Stadia is set to launch November 19th. November 19th, but Reddit AMA Ask Me Anything. Sessions with Stadia developers have revealed for a few features that won't be available until from day one. For one, Stadia's stream content feature, which lets players stream their gameplay to each other's account with elements of interactivity, won't be leading on launch. You will, though, be able to play more than traditional local co-op Stadia games, say when playing Mortal Kombat. In addition, you can start earning the in-game achievements from the outset, but won't get notifications about passing them until later 2019. It's probably going to get pushed to 2020. I'm just calling it out right now. 2020, the year after 2021. It would be more up to date. I don't know. Other missing features include crowd play, for allowing streamers to play games with their viewers, gifting Stadia subscriptions, sharing saved data between accounts, or compatibility with older Chromecast Ultra streaming devices, which haven't shipped with a Stadia controller. And they also go saying in this, Google Stadia review, what's it like with the use, check out Stadia release date and costs. While Google Stadia games have been announced, there are all features to come further down the roadmap some as soon as December, and the resemblance may not bother those just keen to try over Stadia for themselves at launch, but given other constraints such as 12-game launch lineup and a need for wired controls if you're not using Google Chromecast to stream, Chromecast to stream, may be harming for streaming platforms prospects. Is Google feeling lucky? I saw what they fucking did there. Okay, hype for Stadia feels like it's been slowing in the run-up to launch, and Tech Radar's eyes. Anyways, the initial excitement around streaming AAA games is tempered by the realistic Google's platform, which is a less of a Netflix for games and more of a boutique for a selection of games that can be played without dedicated hardware. Missing launch features isn't unusual in itself. A large number of modern software applications get regular updates, tweaks, and improvements over its lifespan in response to the needs for its users. Services like Steam and Epic Game Stores get a continual update for this reason, as do games themselves. With a large part of Fortnite appeal to being the schedule changes to the items, mods, and functionality during each season. When a Nintendo Switch Online launched in 2018, surprised it wasn't 2017, but whatever, I digress, let's move on. 2. It felt like a bare-bones service, though the inclusion of the NES and SNES games since has been justified, monthly subscription priced slightly more. There's a certain argument for convenience, but when the game lines up, so does the sparse, and Stadia, which is essentially a console that exists in the cloud, doesn't yet have features common to the other platforms like the PS4 and Xbox One, and it's hard to get excited about. Alright, so overall thoughts and opinions of what I was getting from that article, because I didn't read any of this before doing the video. I have a feeling this shit's going to be a really, really disgusting ass fucking flop. It's going to be complete garbage, and a lot of people are going to just burn their money for no reason. Unless these are people that are casual gamers or people that barely ever play video games at all and live their lives outside of the internet most of the time. So I know, back in the day, I know for sure, actually during my high school years, I used to live my life online almost all the fucking time. I'm not going to say I had IRL friends, because I did have in real life friends. I just didn't really hang out with them as much as I should have. But that's neither here nor there. That's something you guys are probably never going to know about any of my personal stuff. But as far as everything else goes, I have a feeling a lot of the fucking little controls, I remember I said they were cool and they looked pretty badass. I kind of take that back because I heard a lot of things. I'm not sure if this is true or not. I think I read it in Fortune. They were saying that a lot of them are clunky, and for the people that did try them out, it's absolute fucking trash, and they should not waste their hard-earned money on that. I think they were going to be $120 instead of $60 for the controls. Those things better be made out of fucking solid gold or platinum, because if not, then it's a fucking waste, in my own personal opinion. A lot of the fucking game lineups, maybe like one or two of them look appealing to me, but I'd rather just play them on my PS4 Pro right now for the time being, over paying fucking, I don't know how much money it's going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be $800 or $900, maybe over $1,000, a fucking grand for the Google Stadia. I'm just predicting that. I'm not sure if that's written in stone or not, but I could be wrong. And let me get a drink really quick. So if I got any hardcore Overwatch fans, you guys may or may not know about any of this. So I'm not sure if you say this website right. Hopefully it shows up in a second, but I think it's called Stevivor. I think that's how you say it. Stevivor. So it says reduced Blitzchung suspension. It says Overwatch Jeff Kaplan. And this article comes from Stephen Wright. Got to give credit is due there. This one's a lot more of a quicker article, so I'll go nice and quick through it. Even if I fuck up on feudal words, what the fuck ever. Anyways, I'm obviously a huge supporter of free speech, Kaplan said. Overwatch Games director and Blizzard's vice president Jeff Kaplan believes that Hearthstone Pro player NG Wine, aka Blitzchung, suspension should be further reduced. I was relieved when they reduced the suspension, Kaplan said to the Washington Post. Speaking of the Blizzard's decision to reduce the Blitzchung's suspension for 12 months and 6. And it says, I think that the suspension should be reduced or more or eliminated. That's just me. I'm obviously a huge supporter of free speech. It's something that's very important to me. It got to me personally. I think that the punishment was too harsh, and I was greatly relieved that they were giving his money back. I think that this was extremely important. Kaplan said that he was disappointed in Blizzard's choice for suspending Blitzchung, but that he understands why the decision was made. I think it's, as an individuals, we will all have very different feelings about what happened in regards to the Hearthstone tournaments as Blitzchung. Kaplan continued. There's a lot of different reaction among us all. At the 2019 BlizzCon, Blizzard apologies in a way for the way it handled the situation. So I'm not sure why the fucking moved by itself, the page. Yeah, so overall thoughts and opinions. Hopefully this guy gets his shit that he deserves. This guy, he probably busted his ass trying to be very, very MLG pro gamer. Very, very professional gamer guy right here. I don't know who the dude was before this whole, like, Blizzard was, like, suspending him for over a year, and then they reduced it down to 6 months. It's got to be, like, 5 months by now. So he probably has almost, like, 5 months left before he ends up getting back into his Blizzard account. He's able to play Hearthstone again, but it's going to have to be way less political. As far as the political bullshit goes, to me, in my opinion, granted, I live out here in the United States. I don't know how the fuck they do shit over there in China. The only thing I do know is I'm not going to give out too much truth there, like waking up sort of information or any of that shit, because that's not what my channel's about. There's a couple, like, less than 1,000 of their channels that do that already. So if I remember to leave the links to description box down below, just either do that or search it for yourself. But I will say this. I feel like this motherfucker didn't really get what he deserved, man. I mean, if you want to speak anything about politics, that's great, but over there, China is just a really super oppressive-ass fucking country. You pretty much almost have no fucking freedoms out here. I'm not going to say the United States has any of its bullshit issues and problems as well, because it definitely does. Oh, you guarantee your ass it fucking does. And as far as, like, I'm not trying to get too off topic here, as far as racial discrimination and all that shit goes, holy fuck. A lot of these dumbass SJWs and these dumbass third-wave feminists, they think, oh, they were, what's it called? Over-sexualized, or, like, they were sexually, like, I forget what it's called, sexually explicit, or sexually, like, not exposed, or, I don't know the fucking name. I know it's a special for it, but I don't remember it. Oh, they got sexually explicit, or sexually, like, degraded, or whatever. I'm just going to say degraded for now, but it's kind of fucking bullshit. They have no idea what the fuck real discrimination is. I remember even as a 90s kid a few times. No offense to any Caucasian white people that are out there listening, but some of them, they discriminate on my fucking ass. No fucking assholes for doing that shit. They have no idea how much I wanted to beat the living goddamn shit out of them. Which I didn't, because, 7, 8, 9-year-old me, I wouldn't be able to do it anyways. But it is what it is. I don't want to talk about discrimination. You have no fucking goddamn idea what it's like to be racially discriminated at all. So fuck off. You think any of you assholes ever thought, unless you were in my position, not just for the minority people either, like just blacks or maybe Asians, I'm not sure how they are, but it's fucking stupid, honestly. Nowadays that word just gets thrown out like it's no fucking reason. Like, oh, I'm discriminated for this, I'm offended for this, I'm offended for that. That shit is fucking garbage. It's all mind propaganda in my fucking opinion. And that's it. Best of luck to this man if he ever gets his account back. Hopefully he does eventually. And that's it. That's all I got to say, and I'm out here. Links to the description box down below to both of these articles that I did mention and mount. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys, and fangirls. And as always, we'll talk as Nikki Commodities out there. I'll see you when I see you guys again every night, wherever at the universe out there. Stay tuned for more future video game industry news, and manga news, internet news, and I'll wrap up the video. Take it easy. Peace out, man. Sauerkraut. Late and goodbye. I'll see you people on the flip side. Later.